Hello, welcome to the Dusty Wood Shop. I'm Tony, your dusty woodworker. I have a scrap piece of plywood here, and I'm going to talk about how we finish the edge. Usually the edge of plywood is finished by adding a simple banding on it, and then it's trimmed to meet the surfaces to be flush. But there's another way to do it. You can get the iron-on types that have a sticky side that is activated with heat. You put it down, you run an iron over it, and then the heat activates the glue, gluing the face to it. There's yet another way, and this is something that I don't do on plywood that's going to be exposed, but rather on something that's going to be like inside a drawer. I've made lots of drawers using plywood, sometimes using 3/4 inch, usually using 1/2 inch, but I have a 3/4 inch piece of scrap here. So what I usually do for such a situation is I will apply just a layer of glue. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of glue here, because we don't need to do the whole thing for this demonstration. I then spread that glue, fill in those holes, and let it dry. Now this is especially useful if I'm going to paint this. If I'm going to stain it, you don't want to use glue because glue will not accept stain, but it does great with paint. So let's let that dry and we'll be back in a minute. Initially, I had attempted to make this video before using a different camera, and the results were poor. So I've decided to remake it. But this is a piece that I had started working on. And we can take a look at the other side, and we can see that this side has a layer of glue on it. Now running my finger across it, it's very rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly run some sandpaper across it and give it another thin layer of glue just to finally fill in some of these little holes. I have some sandpaper here. Doesn't take much, just need it to be smooth to the touch. It's no longer rough. So let's put another layer of glue on it and finish this up. Again, it's just a thin layer of glue. You don't need a lot. And just run that glue out and get it spread out evenly over the whole surface. You're not looking for a thick layer, you just want to get it covered, and any holes, like a hole that I have right here, is filled in with glue. I could use some of this sawdust here, but it's not necessary. So let's let that dry. As I said before, I made an earlier attempt at a video that didn't turn out well. This is the piece that I was working on, and my mistake was to do the complete video and then upload it to my computer. Sad to say, it was too blurry to be of any use to anyone. So nevertheless, this is the piece that I had finished. It's got a nice smooth surface and it's painted surface. And the benefit of doing a finish like this on an edge is that if this is inside a drawer, you don't want to reach into that drawer and knock your knuckles against the corner and be hitting sharp wood. Because when you hit sharp wood, you can actually break the skin. You can get splinters if you rub your fingers along here. In this case, you can't get any splinters. And if you're worried about splinters even after that, just a light sanding on the two corners, and there's nothing sticking up to get caught. It won't get caught on your flesh, it won't get caught on your fabrics. So it would be a good place to put your t-shirts, socks, or anything else that you want to put into a drawer, and it's not going to hurt your clothing. So I hope you found this video instructional, And this is my inaugural video, if you will, into the Dusty Wood Shop. So I hope you'll subscribe and wait to see yet more content, because I do plan on several more projects. Some of it's going to be some pretty interesting stuff, so hang around. This is Tony, your Dusty Woodworker, saying stay safe.